to the channel. It's me, Double, and today I'm going to make a plea to Cort, whoever you are. I know you own DoD, and we all love the reissues that are coming out for DoD. There were some great DoD pedals. I know you also have the Digitech name. This is what really needs to be. You guys, please. A reissue maybe isn't the right word for it, but a redo, a reimagining, a redo, however you want to say it. Keep the stereo outputs, give a stereo input. How about a little bit of that action, huh? Let's get some MIDI going, better buttons, something like, I'm picturing the H9 style kind of a thing, but with a treadle, MIDI in and out through, you know, you can do that, USB. I know people don't like apps, I don't love apps, but this pedal, this was the original, for me, was the original shimmer machine. Some of the shimmery sounds that you could get from this thing were just so good. Those are some of the early patches, and I think they knew they had some good stuff going on in those shimmer sounds. But this together, these two together are a great combination. The whammy before the SpaceStation, and then doing a lot of the pitch bending stuff, and then some shimmer or some of the record slowdown stuff. I mean, I think like this box alone is about as valuable as a modern day whammy. I mean, I have no idea what the value of this little piece of paper is, but that's what I'm saying. People heralded these things. I think Vernon Reid has a couple of them on his board. Mine's broken. Please, Cort, I really need you to make another one of these, okay? It's expensive to get these fixed. I don't even know if the person that fixed these still does it. I'm sure there's somebody online that could do it. I'm just nervous about sending this original one away. And I think guitarists nowadays could really benefit from something, you know, like an H9 kind of thing with that kind of control over some of the parameters that are in here, because the treadle gave you some control, but I always longed for just a little more. It was on all my boards from the day I got it, all through the 90s. I used it on the Jimmy's Chicken Shack Bring Your Own Stereo album, this actual one. There's some synthy pad sounds that I got from this on a couple of songs. I just really wanted to kind of explore some of the sounds that are still working in this. So please, Cort, consider doing an update of the SpaceStation, the XP300. Call it whatever you want, okay? Call it a reissue, call it a remake, call it anything. But I think if you gave us some control over some of the effects parameters in here, and updated some of the effects and gave us a few more user banks. You can ditch the tuner. We don't need the built-in tuner. You had to hold down this, and then to navigate it, you had to kind of hold this down to go down and tap it to go up, and then there was some combination to get in the user banks. Digitech was always a very forward-thinking company as far as I'm concerned. And this was a very forward-thinking pedal, especially for the time. You could get a lot of wacky and weird sounds. I only have a few that I can explore in the demo, unfortunately. Some of my favorite sounds that this thing has are the shimmer sounds. I always wish I could kind of alter the delay rate, make some of those shimmer delays happen a little slower for certain songs, a little quicker, but I managed to make it work for a lot of the situations, and it was just nice to have it as a sound. I used this on a lot of stuff live with Chimmy's Chicken Shack. Live, you heard it on Dropping Anchor, even though it wasn't recorded with one of these. And that wasn't even me playing that, well, whatever. And then on the Bring Your Own Stereo album, Waiting, 30 Days, and I think it snuck into at least one other track. I also used it on a bonus track from the Bring Your Own Stereo album, the song that we recorded with Brandon from Incubus called Slow Change. This was in the end of the song, crept into the back. But just those shimmery sounds were great. All of the wackiness, the alien sounds, the sonic sounds, a lot of ring modulators, weird ring modulators, but that you actually could use, they were good. And remember, I think Digitech had the Gronkulator, if I remember right. Didn't they have the Gronkulator? They had all the names of everything on the back. So it was really not pedalboard friendly if you wanted to consult any of the names of the patches. But there were some kind of clues here, as to what the names were. You could kind of start to get used to it, but it wasn't too descriptive. This was just some of what it had to offer, and then one of the patches was volume. God, I'm just making too much noise. So anyways, making noise with this thing was kind of the point, using the pedal to make really interesting sonic noises. So please, Cort, love the DoD stuff. I don't know where to begin. I mean, I'm afraid to dive into the reissues of the DoD stuff, but I'd love to. As soon as you start doing Digitech stuff, especially something like this, I'm definitely there. So please let the world have their space back. Okay, the SpaceStation was a great pedal, and I really think it deserves another look from you guys. Okay, so thank you very much for listening to my rant about what I miss. Please, this is broken. I need a new one. And the more likes on this video, I bet the more chance that it will have of seeing one. So please, I might be the only person begging for this to happen. So please help a brother out, throw a like down there. Leave a comment if you have a particular Digitech pedal that you would love to see reissued in some way, shape, or form. All right. Thank you very much for being here. I'm Double D. Take care.